I don't practice all the time. I live life on the cuff. It's the first song of the day. First drum, basically. What you say don't matter to me now. And what's in your mind, we'll have to wait and see. If kindness is in your heart, we can be free, oh yeah. But if not, man, what will be, will be. What you know may not be real or no, and all that you see and want, you may never feel. And who you are might just not matter at all. But in the end, my friend, in the end, what will be, will be. Anyway, folks, I'm going to show you around a little bit. I'm at this little park here, and it's pretty cool. It's like a jet, right? Let me see if I can do this right here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here, but it is what it is. It's American Legion right there. It's a beautiful piece of artwork right there. I respect that. I do the same thing. This is pretty fucking cool. It's pretty badass, right? This is what happens when people get together and they make stuff. Like, men made this. Why can't we make peace if we could make something that flies like Mach speed through the air? And that's a symbol right there. You should look to see what that symbol really, really means. I wanted to be in the Air Force once. And when I was going to the recruiting office when I was 18, multiple people are at the recruiting office, okay? And then a Navy guy, I want to go into Air Force because I want to fly a helicopter. So a Navy guy came up and he's like, hey, what are you doing? Well, you know, and I told him I'm here to see the Air Force because I want to fly a helicopter. I was 18, just turned. And he's like, well, if you fly a helicopter for the Navy, you'll get more benefits. You won't be stationed in a spot, and you'll be able to travel, and you'll fly a helicopter from an aircraft carrier, right? I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty good, but I didn't know he was really trying to make a commission, and he was trying to screw me because, you know, it doesn't work out like that. So I filled out the application, and then they found out that I had a GED, and in 1989, they didn't accept white people with a GED. You had to have an actual high school diploma. So they took me in this little room on Banks Road in the recruiting office, right? And a white man, a Hispanic man, and a black man sat me at this small desk, and they asked me, you know, why do I want to get in there? I'm saying, you know, I want to fly a helicopter, you know, and I'm an American. I want to do my duty, right? And it was like, well, you know, we don't accept people with a GED if you're white, but if you're Hispanic, you're not going to pass for black. Is anybody in your family? I said, well, you know, I have an uncle or whatever, or maybe somebody down the line has a, you know, Hispanic to them. They're like, okay, well, you know, if you fill out an application that your grandfather's Hispanic, then it makes you Hispanic, and then you'll get in. So, you know, but you can't tell anybody, he said, right? So I'm like, all right. So you know, naively, I'm like, okay, well, these are military men. You know, these are respectful dudes, and they had the hats and everything. And like when you go into the recruiting office, they like pronounce themselves. You know, it's pretty badass to see how people can get together and unified and support lies. You know, not to say that their hearts were bad, but they were doing a bad thing. So I refilled out the application. And I don't like to lie, cheat, or steal, but, you know, I had military men saying that. So anyway, they accepted me. And then when they picked me up to go get the physical, they found out I was sterile after they stuck their fingers up inside me. And they did like this concentration camp thing. And all the guys, you know, they said, wear clean underwear. I was probably the only guy that there didn't have crap stains and piss stains in his underwear too, I'll be honest with you, right? And so what happened was they found out I was sterile, and they rejected me because I was sterile. So I got rejected twice from the military, right? And then like I noticed stuff like in the post office, if you don't register yourself at 18 with the selective service, you could be charged up to $250,000 and be thrown in jail for 10 years. What kind of shit is that, right? And I'm like, what? And then like about 6 years ago, they sent me a letter saying they might draft me when all that crap was going on in the Middle East again. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, man. Now you rejected me twice, you threatened me, and now you want to draft me? You're going to have to fucking fight. I'm not going down like that. Anyway, you know, we got stories here, but that's a pretty cool jet. So, you know, people, you're under an illusion. But my point is like, you know, you got to live, you got to know yourself, you got to take chances in life, and you got to see where you're at. Because if you don't mean anything, and you qualify yourself as a number. So, you know, at a point, put down your technology that's appeasing you and start looking and reading, you know, whether it's books or internet. You know, they want to close that because it works against them. You know, they gave everybody the internet, the World Wide Web. And what happened was they wanted to get everybody, and people are smart because not everybody's built the same, and there's so many of them that they have their own politics going on inside. So, you know, the original foundation of our forefathers, which they created through the Constitution, has been perverted and just obscured to the point where, you know, like I said before, it's that Rubik's Cube that they took all the pieces out, you know, and it's really crazy. So, like, while you can look up information, while you can have the ability to write and read and do stuff like that, because, you know, you will not succeed in life unless you protect yourself, and you have to protect yourself. If you don't, you're failing everybody, and it's a responsibility as an American not to fail everybody. And you know what? It's not about the military, it's not about the branches. It's about a respectful life, nature, and humanity. So, you know, look, it looked like an Indian, a family. You got a guy that's sad because of a commitment they made and they died, and they're just so pissed off that they died. You know, a GI is a government issue. And, you know, I actually like the military if it was, you know, because we need protection, because there are evil people. And, you know, that's the artist that did that. I don't know her, though. And we need stuff like this because people get hurt in life. And, you know, you can't just, like, throw the country away and say that we're going to topple it. Our nation is a big, beautiful home, and the rest is a Garden of Eden. Now, what happened is that beautiful, big home got infested with rats and vermin and mold and bacteria, right? And then, you know, the yard overgrown with weeds and thorns and poisonous stuff. And, you know, in a symbolistic sense, don't kill the snakes. Snakes serve a purpose. They kill rats and other things. But, you know, a snake in a metaphorical sense, symbolistic sense, is like, in humanity, is somebody that's not cool, dude. So, you know, don't serve the veterans. Don't serve your nation. Serve the earth. Serve pride in the sense that you're a contributing member of society on a positive level. And, you know, we don't have to hurt, rape, pillage, steal, and destroy and burn things. It could be rebuilt. We could exterminate, extract the bad things. We have a good opportunity right now, and we could shoot for the stars with that. And I hope you get that message, okay, because it's about healing. It's about serious amount of healing that needs to go on. And that's where we're at, folks. So, with a grain of salt, take it easy.